we're tracking our low pressure system that's expected to bring us some wintry weather as we go into Sunday. So let's talk about what you can expect as we go forward. Take a closer look here at home. Cloudy conditions through most of your Sunday. And as we head into tonight, things will start to change as they get closer to that midnight hour. In fact, starting at midnight, you can see precipitation starting to move in from the west from Georgia in the form of some rain as we go into the early morning hours. I do expect this to start off as rain, but that switches over pretty quickly. You can see the pinks filling in across central South Carolina, including the Midlands, and that's a wintry mix, including freezing rain and sleet across the region that continues through the late morning hours. Now we do warm up a little bit as we head towards midday, and with that we do see at least most of the Midlands return back to a cold rain, while the northern Midlands stay in a wintry mix as the system begins to exit the region as we head towards Sunday afternoon and the evening hours, with some chilly and windy weather as we go into your Monday. So let's break things down a little bit closer to home across the Midlands. What we can expect: we're cloudy throughout the next few hours, but like we mentioned, by midnight some showers starting to work in from the west. Temperatures near 40 degrees. And you can see we're starting to cool down around 2 a.m. sitting in the middle 30s in Winsboro and Newberry, upper 30s towards I-20. And as we head towards 4 to 5 p.m., that's when I expect really the travel conditions to start to take a nosedive as we see that winter precipitation starting to develop across the region as temperatures get into the lower 30s, and that continues through the morning hours. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, still seeing freezing rain and potentially some sleet across the viewing area. 31 in Columbia, 30 in Newberry, and meanwhile the winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. It's going to feel like we're in the teens as you go through your Sunday mornings. So some very chilly weather to start off the day. You can see we do warm up a little bit, getting into the middle 30s by 11 a.m. and that should switch most of the Midlands over to just normal cold rain. But north of I-20, still holding on to some of those areas of winter precipitation. As you go into the afternoon and evening hours, maybe a couple snowflakes, as you can see here on the forecast going towards the evening hours. I'm not expecting any accumulations with that as the system exits the region. Another thing to worry about, or at least be concerned about, is any of that water on the roadways could freeze overnight into Monday morning. As black ice starts to develop, you can see those temperatures getting pretty cold to start off your Monday morning, so could be an issue for the Monday morning commute. As for that ice forecast, well, the thinking remains the same. Along I-20 is where we start to see impacts go up. You can see a 1/4 inch of freezing rain across areas like Lexington, Columbia, and Bishopville. But once you head north, those totals really going up. And that's where we're going to see some of the wider spread impacts. You can see as we get towards a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch, that's where we start to lose power outages and trees start to come down on top of those hazardous road conditions. So that is why there is an ice storm warning out for our northern counties in the Midlands as you go forward. So breaking down what we can expect, places like Newberry, Fairfield, northern Kershaw counties could expect some significant ice through this event, possibly some widespread power outages with some sleet mixing in. I think overall road conditions are not going to be great tomorrow, so if you are heading out, try to at least maybe stay in instead with those slippery roads as you go through, especially the morning hours. You can see the central Midlands seeing some freezing rain as well as some rain mixing in, and mostly rain as you head towards the southern Midlands. As for timing, well, this looks like to be a mostly morning event for most of the Midlands, starting around 4 to 5 a.m. You can see the rain really picking up, and with that, like we talked about, the wind chills will be in the teens, so very cold start to the day, and that's when the ice really starts to develop, right around 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning. Maybe some light snowflakes towards the afternoon, but overall it's really about that icy weather as we go throughout the day. Take a look at the 7-day forecast. We have a high of 39 tomorrow with that chance of wintry weather as you go into Monday. Maybe some black ice to start off the day. Past that, well, we warm up a little bit back into the 50s, but we are expecting an Arctic front to move through as we head towards the end of the week. That likely ushers in some of the coldest weather we've seen so far this season. So we're going to keep you up to date with that and the latest as you go throughout the next 24 hours with this winter weather system.